I don't look cute, it's because I'm gonna go to bed right after this and I'm in the stage of wearing husband's clothes. I wanted to film this right now because I'm 35 weeks pregnant, but I just feel like this baby's gonna come out any day and I need to start nesting like tomorrow. So I'm gonna do this video really fast and get into baby mode. But I wanted to do a video about what I bought for my new baby. It's my third baby in 3 years, and kind of go over what I think are the essentials, what I bought extra, and what I'm reusing that I saved for my other 2 pregnancies. Basically, your basic needs for a baby are shelter, temperature control, change sort of diaper, clothes, and some way of feeding them. I'm gonna go through the essentials first just to get it out of the way. So let's do diapers first. I am usually a Hello Bello girl through and through, but Walmart just doesn't have it anymore, at least my Walmart, so I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to start ordering it online. But the thing about diapers is I recommend getting 2 sizes. I got newborn and size 1 just because you never know how big your baby is gonna be when they come out. My son, my first one, was 9 pounds even, and he did not do newborn. He didn't do newborn clothes either. And my daughter did newborn. I think she went through about 2 packs of newborns, so she was smaller, and she's still pretty small. So whatever size you think your baby is going to be, so if you say you think you might be having a preemie or a really small baby, I would do preemie and newborn. And if you think you're not going to need preemie, then I would do newborn in size 1 just to have them on hand. And wipes, again, I usually like Hello Bello, but I bought the Huggies Skin Essentials this time because I couldn't find it at Walmart. Hello Bello for diaper rash cream. I didn't even buy diaper rash cream. I haven't needed diaper. My daughter has never had a diaper rash, so I've never needed diaper rash cream, but I do recommend Hello Bello, and I don't know, I should probably buy some because I didn't buy any. I just realized that if you can only buy 1 pump in the world, I would buy this one. It's just so quick and easy. There's nothing to plug in. It's so easy to clean, and it has the best suction. It's the most natural. It feels the most natural to me. When I had my son, I bought every gadget in the world thinking it would make my life easier, and I was completely wrong. Simple is always better. And I tried, in 2021 anyway, every pump that was big back in 2021, I tried it all, and that's the way to go, 100%. Then for bottles, I use this brand, and I prefer glass bottles. I just think they stay cleaner longer. That's it for feeding. I will say you should have at least 1 can of formula in your house, even if you are dead set on breastfeeding. You just never know what could happen. It's best to have that on hand, and every kid takes differently to different formula. My son was easy. I bought the Bobby's formula and he was fine. But my daughter, it was quite the roller coaster. Me and her pediatrician, we went through a million different formulas to see which one she would take to. So, but at least have 1 thing of formula, and I even recommend putting some in your hospital bag, because when my daughter was in the hospital with me, she lost weight and they wanted to give her formula, and we got like the last little bit of formula that they had at the hospital. So I know we hear all the time, the hospital has everything. Well, I had that happen to me at the hospital. They didn't know if they were going to have formula, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to feed my baby. So this time around, I'm definitely going to be bringing just a little bit of formula, and also swaddles too. I remember my daughter, I didn't pack a swaddle for her because my son, we got like a brand new swaddle for him, and my daughter's swaddle was definitely not brand new. Like, it was clear that it had been worn down to the point that it wasn't even velcroing. So I'm going to be bringing an extra swaddle this time too. So this is another thing that I say is definitely a necessity when your child gets sick. Spray the saline in their mouth and their nose. And I do it. If my kid gets sick day 1, this is going up their nose. I've gone through COVID twice with each kid. I've gone through RSV with both kids. I've gone with croup cough with 1 kid. And this works wonders. This will keep your kid healthy. Okay, my son woke up, so I had to do a little pause there, but so that's that. Now the next thing is clothing your baby. For your newborn, I really only recommend sleepers and onesies. I do recommend going for 2 different sizes, the smallest size that you think your baby's gonna be, and then the next size up, just because you never know. And different colors. For my son, I really like the neutral set, and then the white set is just a given. But I got 3 of each size. so he'll end up with 9 onesies. And then if he needs more, I'll just do Walmart delivery. And people are gonna buy your kid clothes, but this is my 3rd one, so he has already gotten a couple of outfits, but not nearly as much as what I got with my other kids. I didn't find anything super cute in my town anyway. I don't have any big box, well, I have Walmart. I don't have any special stores or anything here. I have Carter's and Old Navy and Walmart. So I might go get some more because I think I only have like 5 or 6 newborn sleepers, and I think I have even less 0 to 3, but these are all from Carter's and Walmart, and it's hard for me to tell which one is which because the Carter's brand is at Walmart too, so just because it says Carter's doesn't mean that I necessarily got it from Carter's. And then I thought this was really cute, and I got these booties to go with it, which was like a complete waste of money, but it'll be a cute picture, but if you know, you know. And then I got this. This is a newborn one. Okay, and then for the 0 to 3 month, I got a couple Thanksgiving ones. I thought this was super cute. And then Christmas. And just something super cute. How many do I have? So I have 4 0 to 3 and then like 5 or 6 newborn. I'll probably try to get about 4 more newborn ones, and then if he turns out that he doesn't fit in newborn, then I'll just go emergency shopping. I wanted to show outfits that I got for family pictures because I picked this all out that day that I was shopping for my son, my new son. I wanted to get the family picture outfits out of the way because with 3 under 3, who knows if I'm gonna have time to worry about that. So I got my new son this, and then this is for my firstborn AJ and Caroline. And so this is gonna be their little Christmas outfit. So we're gonna do the fall pictures and the Christmas pictures on the same day. We'll just we'll do it during fall, so it could be outdoor for like the colorful leaves, and then indoor, and we'll have a Christmas tree put up and things like that. And then for the fall, we're gonna go with the denim jacket theme. So this is for my new baby, and then this is for my daughter, and she has like a mustard yellow tutu dress that I want to put under this. And then I could not find a denim jacket for my son, and I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm going to put him in this, which I think is going to be super cute for a pop of color. I got this from Olive & Scout. I get my oldest son's pants and shorts from Olive & Scout and Little Bipsy. For temperature control, blankets, people are going to buy you blankets, and you just never know. Your kids will tell you what blankets they like. My son is... I have his blanket in here. Your kids will surprise you, but my son, he got attached to a throw blanket from Kmart from like 1998. We had to cut it to 4 pieces and sew it together, and he still carries them around to this day. So, and I bought these swaddles. Again, this is another thing that your child is going to tell you what they want. I recommend getting 1 or 2 kinds. Don't go crazy, because you'll figure it out as you go, how you'll see how your kid's sleeping, and then be like, and that will give you an idea of what swaddle to buy. My son started with the Halo swaddles, but that didn't last very long, and he just did no swaddle. And then my daughter preferred being swaddled in the Caden Lane blankets. That's just something that you figure out as you go. So pacifiers, I do recommend getting at least 1, if not 2 different kinds of pacifiers. I got these because they are a little bit wider, so it's supposed to help with your child's teeth development. And the only reason I say is take a couple pacifiers to the hospital with you is because with my firstborn, I didn't take anything. I was planning to just do no pacifier. And while he was gone getting either, who knows, I can't remember, but he was out of the room getting something done with the pediatrician and the nurse, and he came back with a pacifier, and that was it. And the pacifier that they gave him was not at the store. It was on Amazon, and I could only buy 2 for $17.99. And this one, I'm going to be bringing my own pacifiers that I can get from Walmart very easily. And then I also wanted to point out with the pacifiers is I'm a dental hygienist. I've been a dental hygienist for 6 years. My husband's a dentist. And I know that it's concerning for some people, and maybe even your pediatrician might say, don't do a pacifier. Maybe even your own dentist might say that. But I can tell you that I've seen 6-year-olds that have been sucking their thumb since day one, have perfect teeth, never needed braces. I mean, you know, they're older now, but they sucked their thumb till they were 6. And I've had babies who, when they were babies, they've never had anything and their teeth are crooked. My kids are a good example of that. My son AJ, pacifier he got was not a wide one, it was the skinny one. And he sucked on that thing until he was 2. And it was really hard to take it away, actually. And he has perfect primary teeth, and my daughter never took anything, and her primary teeth are crooked. And if the baby teeth are crooked, then that's when you know you're in trouble. So definitely try to go the wider, but if it doesn't work out that way, I don't stress about it, don't lose sleep about it. It's okay. Because whatever your baby's gonna do is what your baby's gonna do. We've seen it all. So now that's it for the necessities. I'm gonna go on to the things that I bought. I bought a bottle warmer this time. I did it with my other 2. I just used the stove and boiled, and there's just been too many times where I put the bottle in the water and I go off to do other things and it melts or explodes. Last time I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna get a bottle warmer this time. So TBD, but that is something. My first time having one of these. I don't like having extra stuff. I don't have the patience for doing all this extra stuff. And when it comes to putting something over the stroller, I would just take their blanket and hold it with the handle, and that's all I would do. And for nursing, I never nursed in public, I don't think, because my kids would take a bottle, and if I was at home, nothing was covered. So I just don't have the patience, but we'll see how this works. My sister uses this and she thinks it's super easy, and she thinks I'm being crazy for not wanting to do it. So I'm gonna try it. I bought these. I mean, it's totally not necessary. Who knows if I'll even need it, but I just saw it and I was like, well, this might be nice for when I'm out at the park or whatever and I throw this away like in a public trash can. At least it's enclosed a little more. So I use these with my second baby, and they helped a lot. If you have a baby that struggles with gas or constipation, this really does the trick, but I'm not going to say it's a necessity. If you have a rectal thermometer, it will do the same thing. And I do recommend you buy a rectal thermometer, and I have one for each kid because, you know. I bought this from Walmart, so they had a couple of different choices at Walmart. They had this one, and then they had one that was like $27, and I bought the $27 one with my other 2 kids, and I don't think I made it through the first car ride with that because it's heavier. It's like heavier in the mirror part, and I was always afraid that it was gonna fall down and hit my baby, and I'm pretty sure that with both kids I ended up pulling over and taking it down. But once it was down, I wished that I had a mirror so I could make sure that everything was okay. So I got a lighter one this time. So I definitely recommend getting the lighter one. This was more for my toddlers, and maybe I should have gotten 2 for both windows, but I was just buying so much this day that I was like, I'm not buying 2. But my toddlers are both in the stage right now where they're hating the sun in their eyes, and they're crying in the car because the sun's in their eyes. Pacifier wipes, I've only bought 1 pack of these in my entire life. My son, we bought a pack with him, and that survived me for a while. And then this is for breast pump parts. I've never tried these, but I do remember being out in public and having my pump and wishing that I had some way to clean it up. So we'll see how that goes. And then I bought this time. I do have the Love Every Play Gym in my basement. I didn't bring it up right now because both of my kids preferred this when they were smaller, at least. If you're gonna have if your baby's gonna be a little bit more on the active side, like my son was, then by the time they're about 5 months old, I would say they'll prefer the bigger, more movement. But my daughter was and still is tiny, and she didn't even touch the Lovevery play gym. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this time. It's better for the smaller babies. Okay, so that's it for things that I bought. Now, things I'll be reusing is this nursing pillow by Baby Frida. There's an extra attachment somewhere, and it has like a cooling effect, so it will help if you have cramps while you're breastfeeding and stuff. I will say I've always had a hard time with pillows. I had the Boppy pillow with my son, and that didn't work at all. I mean, it didn't work for me, and this hardly worked for me. When it's time for my baby to breastfeed and they're crying, I'm not gonna mess around with a pillow to put the baby in it. And my son's in here, so you might hear him, but I'm almost done. And then this is my favorite baby carrier. I like it because it's no nonsense. You basically do you measure it to your body and to your baby one time, and then you plop the baby in here, and then you hook up these little things just like that, and then you're done. I've done the Sully wrap, and I just had a hard time with it. I'm not saying that it's bad, because I'm telling you, when I had friends help me with it, it was actually, I was like, wow, this is actually really nice. But I just have personally, yeah, he's going right for the pacifiers, so clearly that's gonna be a problem. I just have a hard time with adjusting and doing extra things. That's just my mentality. I have zero patience. And I also have the Wild Bird, I think it's called, and I do like that. It does take extra adjusting though, like that, the Baby Bjorn, I don't know how to pronounce it. You don't have to, there's no really adjusting. You adjust it one time, and then yes, as your baby gets older and bigger, you have to adjust it a little bit more. But it's not like every time you put your baby in there, you have to adjust. And so I always just end up with that, but I do have a couple other ones that I might use here and there, but that's my go-to. I have a DockATot. My babies don't like to be set down, but I do have this just in case. Maybe they'll take a nap in here. I've never had a baby sleep all night in here or anything, just because it's not recommended. But and there's his Martha Stewart blanket. As you can see, this is pretty worn. It's had its time. So I did order another off-brand cover for this. I just haven't gotten it in the mail yet. And we got some more breast pumps in here. I have the Spectra in here. So if you can buy 2 pumps, I would buy the manual and the Spectra. The Spectra I use in the morning because I get super full in the morning, and this has really fast suction. If I were to use the manual in the morning, it would take me like an hour to get everything out. And then I wanted to touch on the Lovevery toys because I had to get these up from the basement, so I thought I'd show you. I'm still a subscriber to Lovevery because they have toys up until your kids are 4, I think. So I still get a box every 3 months, I think. But when they're smaller, you get them more frequently. And then once they turn 1, I want to say, they go up to 3 every 3 months. So as far as toys go, I really like the Lovevery toys, especially when they're babies, because they've done the research to know exactly what would intrigue your baby. And also they come with a booklet, and this tells you everything about how your baby's developing. It gives you ideas of how to use the toys with your baby, and it has a lot of good ideas, things that you wouldn't think of. I'm in their book club. You can add books to your box or not, and I do. My kids' favorite books are the Lovevery books. And I would say if you aren't going to do a Lovevery subscription, but you want to buy your baby toys, anything that's black and white is what's going to intrigue your newborn. As for a place to sleep, I have the Halo bassinet. It's not in here right now. It's in storage. It's fine. I'm not going to say I love it. The base is really big, so it ends up taking up more space than I thought it would. But anyways, I think I went over everything. I need to go and get my toddler back in bed. I'm going to do a postpartum video next, so if you're wondering why I didn't go over those essentials, because I feel like that should be a separate video. And then probably 1 or 2 or 3 months in, I'll do what I actually used for this one, because every baby's different. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night.